And welcome to our midweek show of Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. The Georgia Southern Eagles looking to rebound from a tough loss at Louisiana in the last seconds of that game against the 19th ranked Raging Cajuns. This week they return to Louisiana, taking on Louisiana Monroe coming up on Saturday. We'll hear from Coach Lunsford and some of the players in just a moment. We'll also preview the Statesboro Blue Devils looking to rebound from a tough loss at home against Houston County this past Friday. This Friday, Statesboro will be hosting the Appling County Pirates in a game that was originally scheduled to be played against Jenkins. They were able to get Appling to fill that slot. Also, Bulloch Academy, after a bye week, looking to continue their success as they go up against the state champs from a year ago, John Millage, on the road. Portal Panthers also in action this Friday. They'll be at Metter. We'll preview those high school games and also hear from Coach Lunsford and some of the players about the Georgia Southern matchup in just a moment. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles dealt a tough loss this past week as they end up scoring and going for two and made things look pretty exciting as they took a 1-point lead with less than a minute to go. Then saw Louisiana march downfield, kick a 53-yard field goal, and a tough loss for Georgia Southern, much similar to last year where they were at Minnesota and had that game until 13 seconds left where Minnesota was able to score and take the victory. The following week, Georgia Southern lost to Louisiana. This week, they're going to Louisiana to take on Louisiana Monroe. Coach Lunsford and some of the players gave us their thoughts about trying to rebound from this tough loss.
It definitely hurt, especially after the fact, we came so close, especially since we played such a good team like that. They were ranked number 19, so we knew it was a big game. But the reality of it is we have to move on to the next one and get prepared from that. We can't dwell on it. I mean, hopefully we can meet them again later on down the road, but we just got to control what we can control. It's like another trip, just as you would go anywhere else. Just have to do what we do, handle our business, and take care of what we got to do in practice this week so we can do what we have to do when we go to Louisiana again this Saturday. You never want to play to the level of competition, so we're not going to play them like just this. Anybody, they're a good team too. They're in the Sun Belt, just like we're in the Sun Belt competing for a championship. So we have to bring our A game. We'll never want to count anybody out.
To be honest, we just got to take it like every other game. Like, everybody wins, everybody loses. At the end of the day, we always can get better, and we always know that, win or loss. So, like, once we lost, we just knew, like, there's another way we can get better as a team, as really everything. It can stick around for a little while if you let it, but I feel like our coaching staff keeps us always steadfast into always knowing there's always another play to make, another game. And at the end of the day, we just got to play our heart out in the next game. In my eyes, at the end of the day, we're still in a D1. It's D1 football. So in my eyes, there's no such thing as taking someone lightly. We always got to give our all. in the standpoint that we all competitors. So it's like we have to be our best always if like this is what you want, you know? So regardless if they're good or not, like we got to play our game and play it to the best we can.
Obviously coming off a heartbreaking loss, you know, I thought our guys did a really good job of being prepared. I thought our coaches went in with a great game plan. I thought our guys went in with an edge, really attacked the game and really put themselves in position to win it. Unfortunately, Louisiana made one more play than we did, and you know, hats off to them. Coach Napier and their program do a great job. Looking forward to obviously we were able to reset yesterday. Looking forward to moving forward and heading down to Louisiana again and go play ULM. And looking forward to try to get that bad taste out of our mouth and see if we can go get a W. I thought I saw young guys really get better. Guys that had you know, had not played before, played in the first game, didn't play as well. I thought they played a lot better in the second game. I do think the self-inflicted wounds are some things that we still got to make sure we're handling. We don't need to, you know, we don't need to fumble the ball. We don't need to throw interceptions. We need to make sure we're taking care of the ball. We had 2 crucial penalties in the game. We only had 2 penalties, but both were crucial. You know, an offsides on 4th down against Louisiana. They were able to get the first down there and then score a touchdown. And then we had a, you know, illegal participation that really stalled a drive out for us that was turning into a really good drive for us. And so I think the self-inflicted wounds, you know, I think defense got better in the red zone. Offensively, we got to get better in the red zone. I think those are the things to still concentrate on. But I did see a huge improvement from game 1 to game 2, and now it's going to be about the little details as we move forward. Once we got everybody back and we were able to get back started again, we continued to try to progress our passing game. I think we've done a really good job of recruiting receivers and getting guys in here that can make plays for us. Shai's obviously improved as a passer. Our offensive line has done a tremendous job of protecting him. And we just got to continue to grow in that area. Obviously, if we can continue to get our passing game going, that's going to tremendously help our offense and help our run game. We start looking at what the other team's record is or possibly their struggles and start thinking that we're good enough, that's going to be a problem. You know, I really feel strongly that in the Sun Belt, you got to make sure you bring it each and every week. And I really like the way our guys attacked the game last week. It was very aggressive. We were aggressive as coaches. We were aggressive as players. And I think that mindset's got to continue. You know, they're a well-coached team. Coach Viator does a tremendous job with them. And we've got to really respect that. And you know, I just feel strongly that our guys have that edge about them. But offensively, you know, they seem to want to throw the ball a little bit more. You know, I think the quarterback who was the backup quarterback last year is a really good passer, probably not as mobile on his feet as the previous guy they had. You know, and then when you start looking at Josh Johnson, their running back, that's a guy that is a big back that can be explosive. You know, if they wanted to start to get him going, even though they've thrown the ball a little bit more than probably what they have in the past as far as with Josh goes. But then the 3 receivers that they got, I think they're explosive. Watching them on defense, you know, I know that early on their defensive coordinator had stepped down and, you know, now have an interim DC, but has been there. You know, and he's kind of a 4-2 guy, plays a lot of man coverage stuff, really likes to man his corners up. You know, so still trying to fill them out a little bit, but obviously have some guys that can make plays, and we'll be in the wrong if we don't really take them seriously.
Once again, that game at Louisiana Monroe coming up on Saturday. All right, stay with us. High school previews coming up next.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
The folks at the Georgia Southern University store want all Eagle fans to know the Statesboro campus of the University store will be open Saturday, September 12th from 11 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. and Saturday, September 19th from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Both Paulson Stadium stores will be open for window and counter service with a selection of Georgia Southern apparel from the time the gates open until the end of halftime. Web orders from the full selection of Georgia Southern apparel, hats, gifts, and tailgating items may be ordered for free pickup at Paulson Stadium at the home side store during game day hours. Web orders must be placed by 1 p.m. on Friday for each of the first 2 home games. So don't forget, for all your game day and Georgia Southern needs, shop the University store on the Georgia Southern campus. 180 Fitness prides itself on offering the best facility, classes, programs, and staff in Statesboro. More than just a gym, they're a family. Knowledgeable staff always on site to help you, free group fitness classes, over 45 to choose from, free supervised childcare, work out worry-free while they watch your children. With the new expanded weight floor, cardio equipment, and resistance machines, 180 has everything you need. The only gym in Statesboro with a sauna, the Evolve training system offers both small group and one-on-one training to fit any budget. Located inside 180 is Statesboro's best kept secret, The Zone. The Zone is an inspiring community where you are motivated, supported, and celebrated through a unique fitness experience. With the use of heart rate monitor, you're able to train in your own individualized zone while tracking real-time results. The combination of cardio, endurance, and strength workouts will give you the lasting results you've been looking for. Your first class is free. Your body, your zone, real results. Come see why 180 Fitness has been voted the best of the borough for the last 12 years. Well, the Statesboro High Blue Devils coming off 2 tough losses. Opening season loss to Swainsboro, followed by the Houston County game this past week in which they put up quite a fight but were unable to close the deal due to some special teams issues. This week they're going to be taking on Appling County. We had a chance to talk with David Neesmith and some of the players about the matchup.
The kids played hard. The effort was fabulous, tremendous. Just made too many mistakes on special teams. Turned the ball over 4 times special teams. Had a block kick, 2 muff punts, and then on the kickoff return had a turnover there. And Josh, even at the end, after all that, we were still in the game there at the end. Had a shot. They're good spirits. I think they see the big picture towards the end of the season where we want to be at. And this right now, while we want to win every single one we play, really has no effect or no bearing on where we could be at it towards the end of the season. Well, Ames does a great job of running it, and we're still a work in progress there. But yeah, you're right. We have had some good production when we're in that hurry up, and that's something we're looking at this week, maybe early in the game, going to and hurrying it up just a little bit. Had a bunch of young kids play last week. A.J. Eason was one that really stands out. Had a great game last week, and he's still learning. He's still making a lot of mistakes, but gosh, he got after it and played with great effort. And we're looking for big things from him as well as the rest of the defense this week.
All right, well, you got another big one coming up here. You're home against Appling. That was a game that originally was supposed to be Jenkins. Appling comes in. What do you know about them? What do you expect?
They return 7 players on offense, I think 8 on defense. They went 9-2 last year, made it to the second round of the playoffs. Coach Tomberlin does a great job with those guys over there. They're going to be fast. They're physical, both sides of the football. He's going to run out of the I formation, old school football. They're going to come off and try and knock you in the mouth, knock you back. And defensively, they're the same way. They're tenacious over there. They're not as big up front as what Houston was, but they make up for that with speed and just desire to get to the football. I mean, you watch them, and they swarm to the football.
I feel like we made a lot of progress, especially in the running game. First game, we had a couple mental mistakes that cost us the game. Both of the teams, they weren't as good as us. We just lost because of fundamental errors. I just feel like we can do better as a team. We did better second game, picked it up on offense, had a couple more fundamental errors on special teams. Got to pick that up too. But I feel like once we get it all together, we'll be a hard team to stop. We're definitely looking at that Appling, they most definitely not as good as Houston. They still a good football team. You know, we still practicing hard. Still got some complications with COVID-19, but we just go keep pushing it, like Coach Cousins say.
I think we definitely made improvements on both sides. I mean, we still lost more people and we continue to improve, so I'm proud of that. I was really proud of AJ, how he came out and performed. I mean, he was third string at one point and came out and played a really good ball game. I mean, we'll just continue to handle the adversity like Coach Kaiser tells us to. I think we'll be fine. I mean, we're just going to continue to next man up, and we've been preparing for this. We knew this could happen, and we've kind of had the people behind us being preparing to come in and play, so I think we'll be fine. I think there's definitely been roles we've had to step up in to improve our leadership and just to help the coaches out, because, I mean, we've had coaches out with the virus as well, so I think we've definitely had to step up some.
Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
No credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Our Southeast Bulloch segment is brought to you by Scott's Floor Covering, passionate to floor you for all your installation needs with over 30 years of experience. Please call Joel Scott at 912-536-2107 or email scottsfloorcovering@yahoo.com for a free quote today. This segment is brought to you in part thanks to After Hours Glass Service, LLC, where they truly believe that if you don't take care of a customer, somebody else will. Wishing much success for the Yellow Jackets 2020 season. Well, as for the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets, the Jackets were scheduled to play Bryan County this past Friday, but due to some COVID issues, Bryan County canceled the game. This week, Southeast Bulloch will be looking to get back in the win column. They lost their last game that they played on the road at Telfair. This week, they'll be taking on Grovetown. We had a chance to talk with head coach Barrett Davis and some of the players about the matchup.
Well, we found out Wednesday, kind of midday, that Bryan was going to be canceling. So we still had a good practice, still had good morale on Wednesday. We still went at it full tilt on Wednesday to get a good day in, and then Thursday and Friday we gave the kids off actually. So Thursday we had a JV game, and then Friday we just did some film study kind of during the day and stuff during weight training to prepare for Grovetown. But I mean, our kids, they were ready to have their senior night, But we were able to get that game rescheduled, and we're just going to move senior night to this Friday against Grovetown. So, we understand that we're very lucky to be playing football right now. We're happy to be playing football. So, we always remember that's the bottom line, and we can make up games as we can and just do the best we can. So, I think it's kind of the new norm. Everybody kind of learns to just roll with what punches come at them, but we've got another opportunity this week. We just treated last week like a bye week, and we took one of our bye weeks later in the year to make up that game with Bryan County. So we've got it rescheduled now for October 23rd. So that'll be good to get that game back. But it's just like anything else. We're moving on to the next one, and we've got a good 6A opponent, Grovetown, coming in this Friday. So, they're coached well, just from us both having Augusta, Georgia ties, and they've always had a good defense. They've got a lot of military-type kids at the school that they pull from Fort Gordon, so they've always got some good athletes. So they've been really stingy on defense so far, and offense, they're still trying to figure out an identity kind of. So we've got to prepare for certain things offensively that they'll do, and then not give up any home run shots or anything like that. But defense or our offense, we're gonna have to get out there and go play. I mean, they've got a very good defense. They're very stingy against the run, so we're gonna have to get out there and try and do the best we can and play the best we have yet. Against Screven County, the first game, we had 4 big plays we thought that turned the tide in our favor. Then second game, we had a couple of drives where we had to put some stuff together in that second half to be able to move the ball downfield against Brantley. So that was a good sign. But we didn't do that well against Telfair County. So we're gonna have to be able to do that. But practice-wise, we've been working on sustaining drives, taking care of the football, and making sure we read the right stuff when we need to, read a defense right pre-snap. So we've been working on all those little things that we need to try and be able to sustain a drive, because eventually we're going to have to do that. We can't just live on 4 big plays and expect to win a lot of ball games every game.
Last week went really good. We got some good practice in and had time to heal with some of our guys that are hurt. Definitely on offense, we've been working, just assignment football. And then on defense, we've been switching it up, put a few new guys in a few new spots, and are really trying to get it solid. Defensively, I think we're feeling pretty good. It's a look that their offense is a look we've seen multiple times before, and we just got to put a drive together on offense and go down and score.
It was tough at first, but, after, looking at our schedule, it kind of gave us more time to heal. We took that as a bye week, and so it kind of just let us come back together and think about how to get better as a team. So we just had to overcome adversity. I feel like we're going to come back out there and do a lot better, kind of keep the ball moving and moving and moving, play after play, kind of not rely on the big gains, kind of just keep moving the ball, first down, run the clock out, and then maybe play action passes.
Ready for fall? Us too at RJ Pope. Get ready to cheer on your favorite team in a new performance polo from Peter Millar, Southern Tide and AFCO. Ladies, we have the best brands and trending fashions. Complete your look with one of our best-selling shoe brands, Soft, On Cloud, and Free People. Shop these brands and so much more at one of our 3 locations, RJ Pope Buckhead, Downtown, and Vidalia.
Friday night lights to early morning deer stands, Anderson's General Store in Statesboro is your tailgating and hunting headquarters. Boots from Ariat, Georgia Boot, Irish Setter, Wolverine, and more. We have a pair for you. Check out our Costa and Ray-Ban sunglasses. And apparel from Columbia, Carhartt, and Drake. Dove, ducks, deer, we have all your hunting needs. And tailgate with a Big Green Egg or Traeger grill. Pack in the flavor with delicious sauces and rubs. Anderson's General Store, a general store, and so much more.
The Bulloch Academy Gators game that was scheduled for Friday at John Millage has been postponed indefinitely due to COVID-related issues at Bulloch Academy. JMA originally said that the game would be moved to October 13th, but according to Bulloch Academy head coach Steve Pennington, after a couple of discussions with John Millage, the 13th is on hold. John Millage wants to move it to later in October. We will keep you posted as to when a date is reached. As for the Portal Panthers, coming off their tough loss to Treutlen County, they're going to have their hands full as they travel to Mentor to take on the Tigers in a region matchup. That'll wrap things up for now. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.